Welcome back to Come Play Truth or Dare Online. I'm your host, Miss Sasha, and this is Friday Challenge number 58. This week, I want to invite us to think about boundaries. I have been given great opportunity to learn and grow in this department in the last week or so. I have been stewing on this one, and I'm sorry to be late. Sorry, not sorry. I have had a crazy busy weekend, and part of that is me not setting enough boundaries with my time. I'm constantly late. As you can see, it's Monday, and this is Friday Challenge. Um, I am working on that within my boundaries about being more on time, about doing less or planning less in a day. I am realizing, I think the biggest thing I've realized is that I used to think that saying no, setting a boundary, saying no was mean to the other person. And what I realized is it's kind of mean on myself, actually, and that it's actually really nice to do for the other person because it teaches the person about how you want to be treated, how I want to be treated. It also teaches them about treating others from now on. Um, when somebody gets mad at you and calls you a mean name, if you are nice to them after that, not nice, but if you're okay with that, or show them that you're okay with that because you don't want to set that boundary, that that's not okay, then they're going to keep doing it to you and they're going to keep doing it to other people. But if you say to them, this is unacceptable, when you are angry with me, you may not call me a bad name, for example. And if you do, there are consequences to that action. Then that person's gonna learn about not doing it to you anymore, and then not doing it to another person. It might take you 3 times of saying it, but eventually they will learn. Another example is I'm starting a new piece of the business, Snuggle Sessions, and I've learned that if they haven't read the website before I actually speak to them, because they often just call, that it's a waste of my time and a waste of my breath because it's all written on the website and often they don't like what they hear. So if they read the website and they have read it by the time they talk to me, then we're usually good to go. But if they haven't, then I'm just going to send them back there from now on. So that's a boundary I'm setting. There are many others. This letting go process last week was a big thing, and it's a big deal for me. I want to let go of not taking care of myself in that way anymore. So I am going to create more boundaries. The other thing that boundaries are wonderful for are money. um, Imagine, like, when the rain falls, right? The rain's just falling all around us, all around us, all around us, and everything kind of gets wet. But if we create like a place for that rain to fall, whether it's a well or what are they called? Man-made lake thing, reservoir. If we create a reservoir and then we create, some dams and some channel and a channel into that reservoir, with these boundaries, then the water, or the money in this case, knows where to flow and knows how you're willing to accept it and how to give it to you. And it also disallows your focus from being so it just allows my focus from being so flighty. So I'm hoping that you take that my and make it a you. I know that we often in life have too much on our plates, or feel like there's not enough time in the day. All of those things, I think, have to do with focus, boundary setting, and a peaceful practice within ourselves, and knowing that there's no rush because there's perfect timing and there's divine timing, and what we need will flow to us easily and with ease rather than with arduousness and difficulty. So I invite you this week to really work on some boundaries that you are unwilling to compromise on. So the boundaries aren't just about like letting somebody in, but it's like, also, how are you going to meet that situation? Or there's just, it's not necessarily a wall, but it's like, what's acceptable to me and what's unacceptable to me. And the things that are unacceptable to you, just they are not in your new framework of boundaries. Like, that's how it works. So tell me about your framework of boundaries this week. Post some pictures as usual if you feel like it. I would love to see that. Um, if anybody's still watching, there's more. So this week is a long video, but we're gonna do this challenge for 2 weeks. I think it's really important. So as we say no to others and no to things that are unacceptable to us, and as we become very clear on that, I don't want you to feel a lack, and I want you to feel fulfilled. But I need you to do it by yourself. I need you to fulfill yourself and make yourself happy, because this is another magnet for money and for the things that we want to come into our lives to flow to us. So a practice of gratitude and a practice of making yourself feel good, we'll call it. So for me, I realized that I'm doing my hairy leg practice. So it's all about acceptance, and I'm doing a lot of things for self-love, especially with boundary setting. That shows me that I love myself. But the other thing that I realized that's important to me is a sense of feeling special. I don't want anyone else to have to fulfill that need for me. I'm going to do it myself. So this week I've been working on things that make me feel special. So I went to the grocery store and I bought like my favorite breakfast foods ever because somebody else used to make me breakfast and now I have to do it for myself. I also am drinking a kombucha every couple of days because I love a kombucha. I am also dressing up a little bit more. I actually wanted to get dressed up for you for this video, but it just wasn't the timing over the weekend. I was dressed up a couple of times. But I wore some dresses, and that was fun for me. And it made me feel special just in my own skin. So every day this week, I challenge you to post a picture. Actually, not every day, not this week. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. What's that, like more than 7 days, 10 days or something? I don't even know. Can't count. 11 days? Something like that. But until next Thursday, the 26th, we're going to do this one for. So every day that you set a boundary and you're proud of that boundary set, post about it. Every day that you do something special for yourself or that makes you feel good and happy, post about it. And I'm not saying things like, yeah, we'd all want to buy a new car and we'd feel really good and special, or, we'd go out and eat like eating a pizza feels like really good sometimes. So I don't want you to do something that's going to make you feel guilty later. That's important. So sometimes it's just the small flower that you pick, or sometimes it's just sitting in the trees. But whatever it is, it's small things that you don't feel guilty for that really do make you feel good. So that's the balance of this, is making yourself feel good and fulfilling yourself, while at the same time really being clear about what is unacceptable to you and what you will not accept, and what you would like to accept and the ways that you would like to accept it. So this can really be for partnership, for business, and for self-love. So I hope that this helps this week. It's a deep one. That's kind of why it's taking me so long to make this video, just because I feel a lot of things about it. As always, thank you for playing. Lots and lots of love to you all. I appreciate you much. See you in the game. Bye for now.